Welcome everybody, what's up? Welcome to the Anime Strain Review. I'm your host, Champion Skell. You already know what it is. I'm to you with the One Piece chapter 1097, Ginny. So let's just jump right into this. So page 1, we start off like 8 years after God Valley. So 30 years before Egghead. Kuma is 17. He already has become a priest. It seems like he's been doing this for a little bit. We saw him do last chapter, taking the pain from the two kids. He's now doing that just as a priest. So same church he was in when he came back to the Sorbet Kingdom. He's just working right out of that. They kind of asked like, you can do all these healings over the weekend. So Ginny just comes straight in, shuts that shit completely down. We switch to the next page, right? And he's 21, it states. She starts scolding everybody like, I'm not even paying Kuma. So why you think he's gonna, why you think he should help you throughout the weekdays? Like, nah, this is only a Sunday thing. Don't take his generosity for granted. Jenny's only doing that because of, they were slaves, and especially Kuma, he was used for his buccaneer abilities, like just being super durable, large in size, super strong, he was used for those abilities. So now that he has a pawpaw fruit, the hands of liberation, it's just showing that it's pushing the buttons, it's pushing Ginny's buttons a little bit, Ginny definitely understands, why Kuma is doing what he does. And we're told though that they can't donate anything to him because of the heavenly tribute that they have to give. I believe this is like every month, every something like that. It's like taxes in medieval time. You give your money to the king, but here in One Piece, many of you already know that this heavenly tribute goes to the celestial dragons. It's so that this kingdom is still this kingdom. You feel me? So you can see that the heavenly tribute, without Kuma being there and taking that pain away, that would be way too taxing for this country of old people, old and sick people. The physical labor I'm assuming they have to do, and what's causing all this pain, without Kuma taking that pain away, they will not be able to survive. So we're introduced to the new king, Bakuri. He demands that the sick people as well pay, or they'll be imprisoned. I think that's clue number 1 to why Kuma will be called a tyrant. I'm thinking it's the past that will come to haunt that status, that seat of power. The crimes of an excommunicated kingdom will fall on the head of that ruler of the time. All the history of the Sorbet Kingdom will get spun and show that it was Kuma who did it. We all know the world government's nature and propaganda and how they really got a good grip on how to do that. Bakuri is really just a puppet for the world government, right? He loves to just play nice with them. Whatever they say goes, for sure. I don't even think though he was even a part of the reverie. I don't think the Sorbet Kingdom at all was a part of the reverie. I almost thought it was because they pay the heavenly tribute, but Lelucia also pays the heavenly tribute and they showed up at the reverie. I think because of how Bakuri is acting and how much of a dog he is to the celestial dragons, how loyal he is to celestial dragons, they didn't give him a seat. They're seeing like, oh, well, you're a small little nation. Fuck you, really. Like, we just do what we're telling you to do, and you're good. So all we're left with is Kuma and this bubble of pain and sickness, right? Stands out to me the most, right? It reminds me of how Zoro took Luffy's pain, and it had me thinking like, why would Kuma allow them to leave just because Zoro could survive this? I'm thinking it's because of this, because of the past Kuma has of healing people taking that pain onto himself. Zoro showing that he can do that and that he is willing to always do that, probably sparked something in Kuma. Also want to know, how long did Kuma actually think Luffy is Nika? How long did he know that? Did he know that around Thriller Bark? Did he know that long before that? Who Kuma is a really integral character in One Piece. He has his hands everywhere. And I'm just excited to see how this backstory ends and see how Kuma's story ends. We're seeing things like this, we know what's gonna happen to him, but Hey, I'm enjoying it. Go back to the chapter though. Kuma absorbs all this pain and sickness. I don't believe Kuma is telling the people the truth about what he does, right? I believe that he's only telling them it's the light pain, it's light sickness, so that they feel like, all right, I'm gonna go back to work. Yeah, I could chug through this. Kuma took some away. It's okay. I can still go, right? But obviously, I think he's taking a lot more, and I think we get that confirmed. Ginny tells us like they don't know the pain that you're going through, Kuma. You know, they don't know what's happening like I do. He tells Ginny all this pain, it won't go away. It won't go away unless someone absorbs it. That leads me to clue number 2 on why Kuma will become a tyrant, because this energy, this fall of pain, will come back to haunt the people of Sorbet. Not even a doubt in my mind anymore about that. Kuma states, though, that if he doesn't absorb it, it's going to go right to the original person. Is it going to double? Is it going to triple? Is it going to stack upon? It's definitely going to stack upon the pain they already feel. But Kuma states, like, you know, he'll just train and become stronger. Like, it's okay, Ginny, it's okay. But Ginny tells him that's not the problem, Kuma. Like, it's not the fact that you're not strong, but it's the fact that, and then she gets cut off, you know, like Kuma goes, no, look. Don't worry about that. We got food. And Ginny, gluttony, she's like, oh yeah, food. Jump right onto that. But we skip a little bit, 5 years, and then Ginny is asking Kuma, like, yo, marry me. Like, super progressive type shit, marry me. And Kuma's like, no. But he said it, he rejected her with like a hesitation. He was like, no. Like, but you know, and we know, like, he wanted to marry her. Ginny claims though she'll make him happy. He was just thinking back to his father and what his father was saying. Yo, I'm the Buccaneer. It's not my family. Oh, Zoro dropped, whatever. Please don't take him. And they took him anyway, and Kuma understands that. Like, nah, with this blood, it's divine signifier that you are a slave. Just like how Saturn said. Yeah, bro, you were born to be a slave, son. You can't do nothing besides be a slave or die. Pick one. Kuma changed the subject again, talking about an article about the freedom fighters. Right? He goes, look, the world government just put out an issue for Dragon. You know, he's super cool. I fuck with him. I'm really trying to get her to like switch off the marriage. Then 2 kids come. It's the same kids that Kuma took the pain away. The same people who joined Bonnie's crew. I'm definitely thinking it's because of this backstory that they're rocking with Bonnie so much. They understand who Kuma is. They understand that tyrant name really doesn't do him justice at all. They brought some fish. They was like, yo, we got mad fish. We want to bring it to you. I'm feeling like it's a form of payment for what Kuma does. And we're not gonna eat them all. We want to give it to you. This was crazy though, and this really shows how much Ginny really fucks with Kuma. Right? She really loves him. She really cares about him. She did not jump for that food. Instead, she threw the basket, boom, right at Kuma's head, cracked him, called him stupid. Like stupid. You know what I mean. But cracked him, right? Kuma goes, that hurt. I'm gonna get out of my face with that. But then we skip again 3 years, and now we're in the lower city of the Sherbet Kingdom. The people in the South City are being kidnapped and used as slaves due to the new law Okuri put in place. This clearly triggers Kuma. Makes him do like his Ursa shock. Now he's labeled as a traitor. Right? Volkari starts explaining though, like he cut the southern half off of the Sherbet Kingdom because of how the heavenly tribute works. So now we figure out how it works, right? It's based on your citizens. The value is based on the citizen. Majority of the Sherbet Kingdom, like how it was, full of old people who really can't produce, only producing the heavenly tribute. They can't take care of all the other things that they're doing because they're getting taxed so heavily, right? But everybody in the north, where they're more predominantly, probably younger, more energy, so on and so forth, they're able to like produce the heavenly tribute and more. The logic is make sure that's not no longer identifiable as Sherbet Kingdom in the eyes of the world government. Yeah, Sherbet Kingdom is flourishing. They're paying their taxes and they're looking good. And this is also why I really believe the Sherbet Kingdom really has no standing in the world government besides just Where my money at? I mean, that just goes to show you how much they really don't value this country. We have Kuma, Ginny, and the others. They got locked up. Right? Ginny was really turning up. She was really spinning for Kuma, for real. The law Bokuri is establishing comes from the celestial dragons themselves. So standing up against that is like standing up against them, right? They have that. They have it in them to rise up. And just like that, boom, Ivankov, the dragon, overthrow the kingdom. The island has become unaffiliated from the world government. Now we see Eva really like hyping Kuma up to dragon, right? She's like, yo, this guy right here, real deal liberator. At this point, I jumped on the bandwagon of dragon being at God Valley. Seeing what was happening, seeing how the Marines are on the sides of enslavers, are on the sides of oppressors. He's not a part of that. There's no justice there. So the next page, Dragon's explaining to them like, yeah, we got a lack of funding. We're more like a mercenary helping any rebellions. You know, we train people though how to use weapons. When, you know, if they want to join the fight, we train them how to fight, how to use these weapons, how to really protect themselves. And Kuma's asking like, yo, Dragon, where do you learn this from? Like, what's going on? But now it's confirmed 100% Dragon was a part of the Marines. I also think this shines a light on Garp's teachings. Kuzan and now Dragon has been confirmed to have left the Marines because they couldn't find justice there, right? They couldn't see any form of their justice. I'm thinking like, why did Garp stay? What is Garp's form of justice, right? So Kuma pledges his loyalty to Dragon and Dragon tells him like, yeah, I won't let you regret this. Right there, that line immediately made me think, yeah, Dragon's showing up. Without a doubt, Dragon is showing up to Egghead. Without a doubt. Before we turn to the last page though, we jumped 8 years into the future. Kuma, 31 years old right now. He returns to the Sorbet Kingdom with like a warm welcome. Everybody's like, yo, Kuma, we've been worried about you. I can't believe, like, why don't you show up earlier? Like, pull up, we care about you. And Kuma's like, yeah, thank you for letting me know that. Like, it's always great to hear. Around the same time, about like 14 years ago, Ginny, 35, has become the Eastern Revolutionary Army captain. Some people, based on Dragon's reaction, I know some people's gonna think, oh, she is definitely Luffy's mom. She is definitely Luffy's mom. She's now in the East. She's a glutton and Dragon is tight. No. From the jump, I didn't believe that she was Luffy's mom. I can't jump onto that bandwagon. This flashback kind of shows you like, yeah, this is not Luffy's mom. This is Bonnie's mom. But she's caught, she's captured. It seems like this is like the happiest day of her life real quick. She's telling everybody, yeah, she's about to meet Kuma. And then boom, she gets captured by an unexpected enemy too. I think this enemy is going to make Kuma never forgive whatever's gonna happen. Ginny's definitely gonna die. There's major death flags for Ginny, right? Obviously moms in One Piece die, but major death flags for Ginny. And I think this is gonna happen next chapter, right? I think Kuma is probably gonna be healing people, and then he's gonna get this call. It's probably somebody who knows Kuma's a buccaneer. Ooh, could Ginny be pregnant? He's gonna send himself away immediately. When he does that, he's gonna forget about all the pain that he's taken away from these people. And it's gonna be years and years of pain. 8 years worth of pain. Big bubble, big. That was One Piece, chapter 1097. Amazing chapter. I'm so excited that we're not on a break and we can get right back into One Piece next week. So come back to the anime stream review. We're gonna get lit. Peace. See y'all later.